Hi there, everybody. Let me get myself set up on my computer here. It's probably too soon for it to come in. Yes, it is. Let me try again. All right, let's see here. There I am. Okay. Welcome, everybody. My name is Wendy Keys Turnbull, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this is my regular Thursday Night Live. Back to the regular schedule again. I have so much to do today. I'm going to get right started in. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a, let me see what, interior step card. This is, I cased from Connie Stewart, Simply Simple Stamping, my favorite person to case. So this is the interior step there. So that is my sample, a birthday card, because I always make birthday cards, because I always need birthday cards. But there's that. Okay, so I'm going to make, I typically make a female-oriented one and a male-oriented one. I did that to the envelope. I added the striped paper to the flap. Okay, so this is really easy. It looks difficult. Hi, Collie. Hi, Sherry. It looks difficult, but it's super easy. Let me just get my stuff out here. I couldn't find the perfect stamp set to use with this because I have the piles of my new stamp sets here, and I didn't want to use them until I had a chance to show them to you. So I am instead going to use Moon and Back, which is kind of juvenile, but it's all right. The way I'm doing it, it won't be so juvenile. So you start with a full sheet of paper, an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. You cut it to 11 by 4 1/4, and your base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So you're cutting it in half. So that's your base, and then you take the other two. You cut it at 5 1/4, 5 1/2. I have to think about this. 5 1/2, and then you score. One piece you score at 2 3/4 and 3 3/4, and the other piece, and that's with the long side against the top of the trimmer. The other piece with the short side up, really easy. You score it at 1, 2, 3, and 4 inches. So these are our steps. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put, okay, so I'm going to cut a banner. I'm going to use the 2 3/8 circle punch, and I'm going to cut a piece. I think I want that on the top. I'm going to cut a piece right out of here, out of this side here. And we're going to use that. I'm going to use that turned around though. I'm going to set that aside. First thing we're going to do is we're going to decorate. So this is 4 1/4 by 5. Hi, Julie. So this is 4 1/4 by 5, and we're going to decorate this. This is for the inside of the card. Let me put this out here so you can see. So what we're decorating is this piece from the back, and only the top and a little bit on the side show. So I'm going to use the star, the galaxy, Saturn, and the rocket ship to decorate that. And I'm just going to use Blackberry Bliss. And I'm just going to do up and around. You know what? Let me get a piece of paper, scrap paper here, because I may want to make some of it a little lighter. So we're going to put that there. And I think we'll go up here a little bit. We'll do 3 of them. There we go. And then I'm going to use, let's see, I think I'll use Balmy Blue to do the planet. Or there's going to be more than one Saturn, so there's going to be 2 Saturns, I think. Okay. And then I'm going to use Lost Lagoon to do the galaxy. And I think I might put some stars, some of the bigger stars. I think I might use the Blackberry Bliss again. I should do something down the side here too, shouldn't I? Do this on each side. I think I just got my fingernail in. I sure did. All right. And then we'll get the Blackberry Bliss back out. And we will do a few stars here. Do a star here. We'll do a star over here. Whoops. Well, oh well. Do one up here. We'll do one up here. Yeah, we'll do one over here. Okay, and then we'll do second generation there. Okay. Hi, Sherry. 2 Sherrys, a Julie and a Collie. Okay. All right, so this is going to go on the inside here, just like this. So I'm just going to throw that on there quick. The refills for these are going up in May. So if you use the Stamp and Seal or the Stamp and Seal Plus, you're going to want to buy as many refills as you can afford right now before they go up, so that you don't have to pay the higher price. I just bought, I think 10, I bought 10 of the Seal Plus because that is what I use, and I bought 5 of the Stamp and Seal for my cash and carry. Okay, so this is going right here, just like this. See if we can get it lined up well. You see there's a lot of tape sticking out on the other end. Okay, whoops, well, that's all right. All right, so now we're going to take this piece and we are going to go ahead and fold it and crease it. And when I watched Connie's video today to remind myself how to do this, she uses the green glue. But I am going to use tear and tape because I don't want to wait for things to dry. And I use tear and tape on the other one. So we're going to put a piece of tear and tape, and this is a little bit thick, but it'll be fine. Put it right along here on the little tiny tab. And take that off. There we go. I'm going to fold this up. And actually, I'm just going to, there we go. So there we have that. And this is going to go down here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to use tear and tape for that too. So one piece here. I hate that let me get up here where you guys can see me better. I tend to always get out of the scene, out of the screenshot. Okay. Come on, come off of there. There we go. Okay, and then it's going to line up right with the bottom of the card. So, I'm just going to do that. It's hard to see black on black. And is it? Okay, it's good. And it's going to need to be able to close over it. Yep, okay. So there we have that. Now, I also have these strips. These are 4 inches by 3/4 inch. This was a 4 inch by 3/4 inch strip, which I cut in half, and I only see one half of it. I don't know where the other half went. Let's see if I can find it here. Here somewhere. Well, you know what? I have a couple other ones over here. We'll use these instead. They're different, but that's okay. So we're going to put this one up on the top here. Nope, that's not right. This goes on the other one. These, however, are going to go here. So I'm just going to use regular tape on that. Close enough. Put that one here. Put this one on the other side. You guys should see my desk. It's so full of stuff because I have all my new stuff here. I have the cards that the samples that I've made for the card class next weekend. Oh, that went crooked, but that's okay. Okay, now we're going to take this one. We're going to fold it and score it. And this one is going to go here. But before we do that, let's go ahead and let's stamp. Well, actually, you know what? I want to stamp the front first because I need to change stamps after I stamp this. So I'm going to make the moon green. Oh, but I can't put it on green. I'll have to make it purple. I'll have to make it blackberry bliss because it won't show on the green. All right. So see if I can get this on here without getting in the way of the camera. Oops, I don't know if I did or not. Okay. Yes, okay. It's not exactly centered, but it'll do. Oh, they're turning purple. Oh, well. And then I'll use the blue, the balmy blue, to put the words in the middle of it. And the words we're going to use for this are love you to the moon and back. Wait. I think that's the one I want to put on the inside. Yeah, I want to put you're out of this world on the outside. So it's not really, it's not a birthday card. It's just kind of a friendship or card that you would send to your husband or your boyfriend or whatever. You're out of this world. And then we can put this back on so we can do the inside of the card. Okay, I'm going to set that aside for a minute. We're going to go ahead and do love you to the moon and back. And I am going to do it in the blue. I'm going to put it right here on the side. There we go. Okay, and this, close that, we're done stamping. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to put this on here. It's going to go right there. It's not very even. Oh well. And it goes like that. So now this is going to go right in here. It's going to butt right up against that. So I'm going to go ahead and put some tear and tape on that. If I can figure out where I put the tear and tape. Oh, right there in front of me, of course. Hi, Aunt Bev. All right. Okay. That's probably good enough. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to put this right up against there, centered on the background. That looks about right. Just going to do this. I'm just going to make sure that's on there good, and then this is going to go right here. So I'm just going to use, I better use tear and tape. And I'm just going to put one piece here, kind of in the middle. Okay. And we're going to that off. Here we go. And I'm just going to fold it down. Rub it in. Whoops. Hey, hyperextended it. There we go. All right, so that's the inside of the card. I'm gonna have to clean up that tape so it doesn't stick when it's closed. And then it just goes like this when it's closed. And let's do the outside. Oh, wait, I forgot one thing. We've got to decorate this side too. So this is going to go over here because you really don't, if they're going to be displaying this card because it stands right up. So they'll be displaying this card, whoever you send it to. So you want it to be decorated on the inside completely. So we will do that. Whoops, that. Not the best job tonight with the tape. Kind of in a hurry because I have so much to show you and I don't want to make it a big, long video. I hate to watch long videos. I usually put them on twice the speed. And okay, so that's that. Now let's do the outside. So for the outside, right, this is going to go here. I am going to wrap, what do I want to wrap around it? I'm going to wrap, I'm looking at the different ribbons I've got. I think I'm going to use, I'll use the cream and gold. We're going to wrap that. So, and the way that Connie did it, which I thought was really neat, was she put a glue dot. All right, glue dots, I know you're here. I just used you. There you are. She put a glue dot right at the edge here. I'm going to do it down here. There we go. And then leaving about 5 inches, I'm going to wrap it around 3 times. And I don't care if it goes over the opening. Okay. No, that's about 4 times, but close enough. I'm going to put it there. I am going to cut the end. I'm going to go ahead and get these all stuck on that glue dot a bit. Let's get these spread out a little bit. I'm going to tie a bow here on the edge. Oh, I didn't leave very much on that side, did I? Okay, I'm going to do it upside down so I have the longer edge to wrap around everything. Okay. All right, let's get that back down there. Make it nice and tight. This one pulled down a bit. There we go. Let's trim that. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and put this on. She used dimensionals, but I think I want this down flat, and then I want to use dimensionals on the label, the banner. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over the twine, because I want it to stay. And I'm going to put some here. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that, and this, and this, and this. And I'm going to stick that there. We're going to put this on the front. Oops. Okay. Yes. It's really hard to work on black with dark. Didn't really think that through, did I? Okay, and then we're going to take our banner or our sentiment label, and we're going to use some dimensionals. There we go. And make sure I get it upright. Move my bow out of the way. I'm going to put this right over the circle that I cut out. Get that bow out of there. Come out of there, bow. There we go. All right. You're out of this world. Love you to the moon and back. And I'm going to put some bling on here. Let's see what I've got. Oh, I have a good idea. These are new. These are coming out in the next catalog, in the May catalog. And let's see, right there. Okay, let's use the silver ones. So we'll put one up here. I think we'll use the copper ones too. I think that's copper. Looks like it. And then let's go ahead and use a gold one so that we've got one of each color. Okay, there we go. You're out of this world. Love you to the moon and back. And we have my sample. Happy birthday. Have the best day. All right. So that is that. And I'll do an envelope for that later. But this is what I did for the envelope for the other one. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way and we'll get right on to the exciting stuff, the new product. Just going to move all of, well, this is new product, but I don't think I did show this to you because I got it on stage, but I thought I had lost it. And then the other day I was going through some stuff and I opened up like a little, kind of like a little magazine, and all this stuff was inside of it. So I was glad. I was happy to see that I hadn't lost anything. Okay, here we go. Get these out of the way. Thanks, Collie. Oh, I forgot that. Hang on, we got one more thing to do. This has to go up here. Right there. Yep. Okay. Hi, Yukon. I'm just going to do it quick here. There we go. Okay, that's better. Okay. Now I will set it aside, all of this stuff aside. Ink pads out of the way. Get this out of the way. Okay, whoops. Put that back in the, put it back in here where it belongs, all of them. All right, let's see. That'll fit there. The star and the galaxy and Saturn and the spaceship. Whoops. Okay. The moon. So the moon, I know, wraps around the astronaut guy. So this, if you haven't seen this set before, I know anybody who came to my card class saw it, but this was a new online exclusive in February, and it is still available. So if you don't look at the online exclusives, take my advice and go and look. There are some really great things in there. Okay, there we go. Now get all of this out of the way. There. Okay. And I think I'll show you the cards first, the cards for this month. I know those of you who come to my card class got an email from me today with the cards in it, but I want to show them to you. So this is the one we did last week. So this is nothing new to you guys if you watched last week. And if you didn't, go back and watch last week. It's on for, it'll be up here for a month. So that's your technique for this month. And then we have this one. Sending lots of sunshine, sending best wishes for health and healing. So I thought that'd be a nice card for kind of like a get well. And then we have this one. Now this is, this particular die set is on the last chance right now. So, and to a marvelous person on their birthday. And then I just left it blank, but I did put some copper around the outside of it so it kind of matches the front. So that one. Then there's this one. This is made with the new Fern and Flora. I believe it's called Fern and Flora. We'll be looking at that in a minute. So, and again, I left it blank inside, so you can make it whatever kind of card you want to make it. But I really like that. And this one. This one says, a very happy birthday to my daughter. You guys will all be adding, if you come, you'll be adding whatever thing you want there. I have a whole set that has all different names in it. So, and I just put and this was the product of the month in February, I believe, this paper. So you can't get it, but I wanted to use it. I love it. It's really neat. Okay, so that is next, not this coming weekend, but next weekend's cards for the class, for the workshop. Now on to the new stuff. Okay, so I have some things here. I have some sweets, I have some bundles, and I have some individual things. So here's the first thing I want to show you. This, it seems kind of dark. I need to get some light in here, but not, oh, that's bad. These are gorgeous. These are the in colors, and they're butterflies, and they're shiny, and they're beautiful. So you have Barely Blush, Crisp Cantaloupe, Golden Glow, something Pine, and Hydrangea Hue. So I've got 2 sets of those. We will be using those in May. Right, because this is going to be April. Right, this is April. Okay, here is a set, a bundle. I thought this would be good for like people having surgery or whatever. Just plain and simple, really cute. Ouch. It's got the matching dies for everything. Here's one. And sweet words and labels. So the best kind of days are the days spent together. Oh, bother. I will love you until forever, and even after that, you deserve a little treat. Sometimes when you go looking for happiness, happiness finds you. It never hurts to keep looking up. Old friends are the best friends. And it has all kinds of dies. Aren't they neat? These are not actual size. They have found that if they don't do the artwork in natural size, it's much harder for people to imitate them, because you'll see like Temu and some of those other places that have Stampin' Up! Stuff. It looks just like Stampin' Up! Stuff. So now they've decided if they don't do them actual size, then it's harder for anybody to imitate them. It makes it a little bit more difficult. So you see there's leaves, there's acorn tops and acorns. So there's more acorn tops. So really cute. Okay, the next one is a sweet. And this, I already showed you the stamp set because I got it at on stage. I gotta move that. Okay, let me see. Let me try one thing here. Oops, that turned it off. Let me try changing. Nope, that's not gonna help either. All right, I'm gonna put that back up out of the way. Okay, so Fern and Flora, and that's the stamp set. And those are the dies. Well, they're not all in here because the one card, let me see here. This card we are making with this. So these dies are all in there, in the bin already for those. So, okay. I don't like that yellow light. I gotta get back to the bright white light. Okay, so that comes, that's also, so this is what we got at the thing. We got I think we got the stamp set and the dies, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure we did. So I ended up ordering the other stuff separately. So I have the Fern and Flora embossing folder. Can you see that? I think you guys can see that. It looks so dark. Oh, I guess it's just because of the angle I'm at. It's okay. Okay, and here is the paper. The Fern and Flora bundle. There's a suite that also has embellishments, which I didn't get the embellishments yet. I forgot to. But it's the 3D embossing folder, the bundle, and the Moonlit Fern and Flora Designer Series paper. I'll show you this, some of this a little bit. So we've got that, and on the back of that we have, looks like kind of like pine trees. And we've got leaves, and we've got, that is, I don't think that could be peach pie because peach pie is going away. Nope, that is, that must be Golden Glow. It doesn't really look like that. It looks more orange, but it must, oh, it is. It's better this way. Okay. And then we have this page. So really, a lot of these pages would be good for scrapbooking. And then that's the back, which I cut that with my thing when I was cutting it open, my knife. And let's see what else we got here. Hi, Lori. We have this one. And that's on the back of it. And let's see what else we got in here. I just opened one package of each paper so that I could show you the fronts and backs of them. This paper. And this, yes, this is stunning paper, absolutely. And last but not least, this paper. And there's the back of that one. I think that's the last set. Yep. So that's the Fern and Flora. Okay, and then I have some individual designer series papers that I purchased. I just loved this. This is called Artisan Sketch Garden. And it's all black and white. And there's so much you can do with this. So, you know, with coloring and with blending and all kinds of things. So I had to have this. So I got two packages of this. Roses. So pretty. And the back of, oops, that's not the back of that one. Roses, or that one, the back of it is this. And then that one, the back is that. So that's that one. And then I got 2 packages of this. This is Basic Painted Patterns. And it's basically the neutral colors. Basic beige, basic black, and very vanilla. Very neutral colors. I know I love the Luna Moth too. I love the mauves. I love the butterflies and the mauves. So I just thought this paper was really interesting. You could do all kinds of interesting things with this too. Oh wow, that's basic beige on white. It's probably hard. Oh no, you can see it pretty well, can't you? Better than I can see it here. Same thing here. It's basic beige on white. Solid. Oh, it isn't solid. It's little polka dots. Some of this is going to be hard for you guys to see on camera, but it's very unique, very nice. Figured we could do something with that. And then I bought the two-toned paper. This is Extraordinary Life two-tone paper, and it has a stamp and die bundle, but I only got the paper. And I don't think did I open one of these? I don't think I did, because I can tell you what colors are in it. Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and Real Red. Some of those are my very favorite colors. So, and the two-tone, so it has the lighter on one side and the darker on the other. Okay. And then, I think those, let me check here. Yep. Yeah. Some of these are going to be from the May-August catalog, and some of them are going to be from the May online exclusives. So here we have Sunset Coast. This is another suite. This one was a big hit on stage. So you have your stamps, you have your dies, and these are gorgeous, these dies. But this paper, oh my gosh, this paper. So those of you who notice, I changed the picture at the top of my page, and the picture that I put up there is one of these pieces of paper, of designer series paper. And then it also has the Sunset Sparkle sequins. That's part of the suite also. Okay, it's shiny. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, you can see it, yes. It's shiny. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then that's the other side of it. And there's quite a few pages of that. Get through all of those. Then we get to the next one. Again, shiny and beautiful. And this one has the deep yellow on the back of it. Okay. And then we get to the lilacs and pinks. Beautiful. And on the back of that is just the purple. This one. Now we have this one. Is this the one I put at the top? I think it might be. And that has pinks. So it has Flirty Flamingo and Petal Pink, I believe, and the Golden Glow on the back. One more. And then there's this one. This paper is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then it has purple and blue together on the back of it. And then this one. Beautiful. And that has the solid blueberry bushel on the back. So gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We're going to do a lot with that. I have three sets of it because you could get the suite with one set and then you could buy up to 2 extras. So I did because I love it. So let's set that aside for now. It also comes with this shimmer paper. See that? Not easily. Let me pull one out. Pull them all out. So you have a balmy blue, and you have, oh, it's very thin. You have, let's see, probably doesn't tell. Yes, it does. Barely Blush, so that's one of the new colors. And then you have Iridescent. So, Iridescent. So this is almost, it almost feels like vellum. It's that thin. You can't see a whole lot through it, but you can see a little bit through it. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to keep saying that. So that is the Scenic Coast Suite. Set that aside, and I saved the best, in my opinion, for last. And this one is an online exclusive. Well, no, actually, yeah, it's an online exclusive. I don't want everything to fall. Winnie the Pooh. My mother read this book to us when we were kids. I don't know if I have it or if my younger brother has it. But these look like the characters in the book. I will tell you, I have this set that I got for my grandson's to use from Kindred Stamps, but they're so cartoonish, you know? They're cute still, but I just love this. It's so beautiful. And it has a 100 Acres Woods 3D embossing folder. Then this was the inside of the cover of the book, had the 100 Acre Woods in it. And then, so these are all online exclusives, but the paper is in the May-August catalog. Imagine that. They put the paper in the catalog and put everything else online. Okay, so we've got, I'm going to pull this right out of here. I have to. I haven't even looked through all of this yet. And these guys can be cut out with the dies. So you've got Owl and Pooh and Kanga and Tigger and Rabbit and Piglet and Eeyore. I don't see Roo. Oh, there's Roo. Okay. Nope, that's Piglet. Oh, must be Roo's not on here. Okay, and then on the back is just this really pretty, looks like clouds. And then the next one has Piglet and Pooh written on it. And on the back is Pinkingham. And the next page, so this is nice to do card fronts. Very nice. And on the back is all of them on parade. That's so pretty. Love this. I'm so excited about using this next month. And then there they are in frames. And I kind of wonder, I have a feeling that the die for this is going to cut this frame out. I'm pretty sure. Well, I could get it out and check. Let's do it. You're not a Pooh fan, Lori? Oh my gosh, I am just... I read it to my kids. My mother read it to my brother and I. My 2 older brothers, I don't know if she read it to them. But so we could use that one. Or here's a smaller one. Perfect. Yep. So it's not even part of the set, and it cuts it out. How about that? That is really neat. Oops, that one goes over here. There's some great stuff in this catalog and online. Amazing stuff. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. So the back of that is green stripes. And then we've got Oh, that's nice. Oh, look, Pooh's in the tree. How cute is that? And the back of it is 100 Acre Woods. And then there's one more set here. Rabbit, owl spelled W-O-L, piglet, E-O-R, E-O-R. I love it. That's great. And the back of that is very pretty too. All right. So you're ordering just the dies, but what will you do with all the figures with just the dies, Lori? That's curious. I'm curious to hear what you have to say about that. Okay, and so they would be like kind of like shadows, I guess. All right, let's get that back in there, and then I'll show you the rest of the stuff I have here. So I guess I really wasn't saving the best for last. I was saving the best for last of my stamp sets and things, but I've got a lot of new stuff. So, okay, get this stuff over here again. Okay, the new white gel pens. And it's my understanding that they work really well if you move really slowly with them. You're supposed to move slowly while you're writing with them. And I'll show them off at some point during a weekly. Okay, and the new hybrid stamp ink pad. So it's basic black hybrid ink. So supposedly we no longer need StazOn and Memento, because this will do it all. Unfortunately, mine got crushed. I've got it glued back together, but mine got crushed in the box, so they're sending me a new one. Customer service is amazing at Stampin' Up, and they're sending me a new one, but I can still use this one. I have the blends for all the new in colors. I have the paper for all the new in colors. So here's Barely Blush. I have the Barely Blush. I was really worried that the Barely Blush was too close to the bubble bath, so let me show you. It really is close, but the Barely Blush is even lighter than the bubble bath. So it's really more on the lines of Pretty in Pink. No, not Pretty in Pink, Petal Pink, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of a lighter shade of in that family. But, so, it is different. And then we've got, let me take that out of there. And then we've got Crisp Cantaloupe. And we've got Golden Glow. And Peaceful Pine. And Hydrangea Hue. And then we have our ink pads. Look at this, guys. They're magnetic, so they're staying right together. I haven't opened them yet, but let me open one so I can show you. Get this open here. They're bigger than our old stamp sets. They open, oh, the label dies. I get it, okay. They open very easily, and you can set it on top of it, and it'll stay there. They go together very easily, so no more getting your fingers in the ink when you're opening the ink pad. Absolutely wonderful. We've got all of our colors here. So there you go. There you have it. I see that actually I'm zoomed in a lot, aren't I? Not much to know about it at this point. I need to get another new stand for my iPad because it's getting, it's not holding up anymore. So, okay. So that's it. That's what I've got to show you. The other things that are not available yet are the shimmer pens. They are like they're like a Wink of Stella, only they're in the new in colors. So, yeah, they're going to be beautiful when they come in. They just didn't come in quite in time. So, okay. That's all. I like the blue too, the Hydrangea Hue. That was a favorite. The Hydrangea Hue and the Peaceful Pine were the favorites at the On Stage. Crisp Cantaloupe is an old color returning. I still have the old pad from years ago. So I feel like Barely Blush was around before too, but nobody's ever said that. So yeah, it's a great stash. I had a blast. And then I already ordered another. I ordered more yesterday because I wanted to get the new product of the month. Guys, the product of the month this month is a detailed die. Oh, that's the other thing I've got here. Hang on, let me find it. Where did I put that? So, oh, here it is. So this is the new impressions plate. You'll see that and what you do is you use this over your dies. And first you cut the die out. A detailed die. You cut it out, and then you put it back through with the detailed die over it with this on top of it, and it will make a deep impression, like another way of embossing. So very, very cool. So I bought the plate. They call it a plate because it goes with all the other plates, you see here. So it tells you to cut it out first, and then it tells you to you have to have the plate number 4 over it too. So you put the die down on the paper, you put the impressions plate, and then you put plate number 4 on top of it and run it through your embossing machine again. So, yep. So I'll have more to show you. Oh, well. Okay, so I'll be live next Thursday, and then I'll be gone for probably, let me see. Let me look at my phone here. Oh, I can't dig it out from under the pile. We leave on the 13th. We come home on the 29th or 30th. So I won't be online on those at least 2 Thursdays. We're going to Florida. We're flying Doug's plane to Florida. And then one of our daughters and her family are coming down about a week after we get there. And then we're going to spend some time with the big littles, as I like to call them, my 12-year-old and almost 10-year-old grandsons. We're going to go do Legoland and Universal Studios and Hollywood Studios and Sea Life. And then Doug and I are going to fly back home. So, okay. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And share if you want to. And I will see you all next week. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.